What's up, y'all? My name is Sunnie, and you're rocking with Global Talk Mag.
Yeah. Well, is anybody recording? Cause I'm here, I'm reporting. Smoking on what's important. Everything that you say, everything goes your way. Any given new day, used to hearing okay. Oh.
Alright, so on what point in your journey did you feel like you found yourself, like when did it click for you?
So when I was 17, back when my mom was being my momager, I was recording at the studio with this company. We're gonna go with that. And I learned mad stuff there. Like, I was working there with one of my friends who was like I don't know if he was the camera guy. He used to do everything with me, so he just kind of put me on. We was in there recording, making music and everything, meeting a bunch of people. But my mom would come, and then they all were scammers and they all went to jail. But here's the thing though, when I was in there and everything that I was learning in the songs that I was coming up with, like I was never in a setting where I could come up with that kind of music. And they, of course, this is a wide age range of people, so it's people in here like, oh yeah, sample this Michael Jackson, put her on this, like. And I've never been in a setting like that, so I learned so much stuff, and I was like, yo, this is it right here. I don't want to do nothing else, like, you know. And then when they all went to jail, I was like, all right. I knew early about contracts and stuff like that. That's, you know what I'm saying? Like, I knew early to protect myself because shit like that was happening. So, yeah. I think that's really when it clicked. I know it's kind of like a crazy way of thinking of it, but like, I understood everything, and I recognized that I understood everything right as it was happening. And that was like, and I was like, yo, I'm gonna be like 18 next year. Like, you know what I'm saying? I need to pay attention. So, but I was ready for it, so.
What you mean you started to understand, like just life, or? When
it comes to the industry, like I knew that my mindset was already that's what I was gonna do. It really wasn't like a choice. It just was like, you know what I'm saying? I didn't even have I might want to do this. Like, I was a fashion student for 6 years, but I knew that I was only learning fashion so I could do shit with it after I'm a famous singer. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I was like that since I was a kid too. I always liked fashion and stuff like that, but it was always in my mind. I always knew that whatever I did was gonna go towards something that was related to my music, you know? So I don't even think I one day was like, oh yeah, I think I'm really gonna do this. Like, I was already doing that the whole time. I just wanted to know what else I could do. So like, I started singing when I was 3, and I was like, yeah, I want to be a singer, and I was that serious. By the time I was 10, I was performing and writing my own songs. And then by the time I was like 12, I think, I was performing my own songs. And then I did a lot of open mics, and I did a lot of like karaoke nights and stuff like that. And then eventually I started going to Trenton and performing there and doing shows there. I met people. That was in 2015, January 2015. I think it was New Year's or something like that. Maybe the same week. And I finally got a show out there, and I saw everything. From the first show that I did, I was like, all right, so this is the beginning, so I gotta keep going now.
Was it a particular artist that made you like want to get into making music? Like, did you hear a certain artist, or is it a song?
Yeah. So when, you know, I said I started when I was 3. When I was a kid, I used to listen to like old music, and I used to listen to Frank Sinatra, you know, along with Michael Jackson and Mariah Carey and everybody. But like, I used to listen to like Frank Sinatra, and New York, New York was my favorite song. Like, so I kept singing it. And then one day, I was like humming it in the beginning. I didn't know the words, I was a kid, but like, I went to my mom's room and I just started singing it, and she just looked at me like, where'd you learn that song? Like, she thought it was hilarious, like, and I told her I had the music in me, and they all started laughing.
How do you feel about the word fear? What does fear mean to you?
I think fear is created in the mind. It's just your perspective of what's going on, or because you don't know. Most fear, I believe, stem from people's childhood where they probably are scared of the dark because somebody else was scared of the dark. When I was a kid, my mom said she didn't like beans, so I didn't like beans. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's the same thing. I feel like once you figure out, or once you do something that you're afraid of and realize that it's not that bad, like, you learn throughout life as many times as something like that can happen. You'll be good. You know?
Do you feel like fear can hold you back from anything?
Definitely. Fear can hold you back. But if you want to progress, you know what I'm saying? I guess for me personally, like, things in life have shown me that. Like, I've been in situations where it's like you can't even get out. You have to go through the situation to figure it out. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, life is life. That happens to everybody. So once they go through that, if they don't get it the same way, it'll keep happening to them until they get it. And like, it might be too late or it might not. To be honest, it depends on the person, or, you know what I mean, like their surroundings, I guess. How can I minimize what I want to say? It's everything, because it's different versions of it. But it's like unconditional, a feeling that makes you, all right, so the world, all they care about is themselves. No matter what, I think if you heard it before or whatever, like at the end of the day, all people care about is themselves. And love is like the one thing that makes you care about what's outside of yourself. And that is the hardest thing to do in a world like this. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, if you could do that genuinely, and of course if you believe in energy and stuff like that, you could be surrounded by love, you want to be surrounded by it. But honestly, I feel like that's like, if you think about it, it's probably like the biggest weapon. I wouldn't want to use the word weapon, but you know what I mean? Like, because if you could control that, you could control your whole life.
So we got some topics, things that's going on in the industry right now. One thing that keep popping up in the media is, you know, Will and Jada.
Right.
How much do you know about that? What you do know, like, what's your take on that whole situation?
So I don't even remember, I don't know how many times he was on the Red Table Talk, but I watched one or maybe like two and a couple clips or something like that. And Jada is crazy. Jada is crazy. And she makes women look bad. because some of these girls are going to follow her, and that's crazy. Like, you know what I'm saying? They're already crazy. But yeah, that's crazy. I feel, me personally, see, I love Will. Like, he's supposed to be protected. You can't touch him. He is the first Prince of Bel-Air. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, Jada, why did you do that?
Did it make you look at Will different? Not
at all. If anything, it made me love him even more. Because I'm like, so here's the thing. I bought his book the day it came out. And I started reading it, but I already was excited. Like, it's Will Smith. You feel me? He's talking about his life. Like, bro, it was good. And I had a conversation with a couple of people, and we were just saying, basically, I feel like before I even bought his book, which made me buy it that day because it happened to be the day that it came out, I feel like he's trying, all right, so he thinks that he's like this coward, you know what I'm saying, or whatever, like he always says that, but it's so much shit happening to him that's not even regular entertainment drama, that's like his real life, but it's just broadcasted, like, you know what I'm saying? And he's basically, and from my point of view, he's doing things that can show that he can get through anything. Like, what if you was Will and Jada was your girl? Like, can you get through that? Like, you know what I mean? But it's like the fact that he's doing that, he's freaking jumping out of planes and fucking flying. Like, he's just doing everything under the sun, like, you know? And it's like, bro, I'm still good. Like, look what I just did. I just ran this whole mountain, like, and now I'm about to go do something else. Instead of being like, damn, my life on TV, like, you know what I'm saying? So for him to think he is a coward is crazy to me, because that's like the bravest thing. You feel me? But yeah.
That's dope.
And she just out here trying to mess it up. But see, you know what's crazy? She's a part of the story though.